This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, exclusive from the bench, a heated courtside clash. Yeng Guiao reveals his tense exchange with Ginebra Governor Alfrancis Chua as their semi-series hits a boiling point. Filipina star Eala earns a spot on the Forbes Asia 30 Under 30 list after a breakout season on the world stage. Will the top pick stay or go abroad? PVL draft favorite Alyssa Solomon keeps teams guessing as questions swirl about her future after her Japan stint. One win away from the NBA Finals, Filipino-American rookie Jared McCain steps into the spotlight as Oklahoma City tries to finish off San Antonio in Game 6 of the West Finals. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 28th of May. Now, here's our roundup brought to you by the Philippine Sports Commission, the Philippine Olympic Committee, and the NST-IAC. After his heated courtside exchange with Ginebra team governor Alfrancis Chua, Rain or Shine head coach Yeng Guiao made one thing clear. He was simply doing his job and protecting his team. Here's the exclusive Scorecard report of Zeus Valdez.
From afar, tinawag niya akong
That was Yeng Guiao's recount of his courtside exchange with Barangay Ginebra team governor Alfrancis Chua during Rain or Shine's 97-85 Game 4 win over Ginebra in front of more than 14,000 fans at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. The tension started in the first quarter with Guiao taking issue with Chua's interactions with officials during a tight semi-final battle.
Yun lang naman ang sinabi ko. So, nagkasagutan kami. I think marami namang naka-witness nun. So I was just asking him to stop talking to the referees.
Chua later responded by saying Guiao should focus on his own team and stick to coaching.
Trabaho na lang siya, coach na lang siya.
Despite the exchange, Guiao said his actions were never personal.
Coach naman ako. Mang ginagawa ko.
Wala naman ako yung pag ginagawa, diba? I'm also trying to protect my team, no, from the refs being intimidated. That's part of my job. Sa akin kasi, wala naman yun, no? Hindi naman yun kailangang bitbitin mo o dalhin mo sa, ano, no, sa lubobin mo. Sa akin, I will do anything to protect my team and the interest of my team. Nabanggit ko nga, no, na sa isang close series, emotional series, the edge, no, yung edge ng calls ay napaka-importante sa resulta ng laro. Of course, they're the crowd favorites already. Mahirap naman na nakikita ng team ko I'm not even capable of competing. Trabaho ko yun. Kaya ako nag-focus.
Despite the heated moment, Guiao and Chua have known each other for years and have shared a long history working together in Philippine basketball. But with the series now tied at 2-2, the intensity continues to rise as both sides head into a crucial Game 5 on Friday back at the Big Dome. Reporting for the Scorecard, Zeus Valdez, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
CJ Cansino said composure made the difference for the Meralco Bolts after a clutch Game 4 win over TNT Tropang 5G in the PBA Commissioner's Cup semifinals. Cansino delivered the biggest shot of the night, knocking down a 4-pointer with just over a minute left to help lift Meralco to a 101-90 victory at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. The Bolts saw a 9-point lead shrink to just 3 in the final minutes, but Cansino said the team never lost its composure despite TNT's late push.
Sa lahat, syempre, talagang hindi naman ako nag-worry pero talagang yun yung mga gusto naming nangyayari. I mean, hindi as parang tipong doon na masusukat kung ano yung team namin. So palagi kasi ganyan nangyayari, nahabol kami sa dulo. And sobrang happy ko na nandun yung composure na tinuro sa amin ng mga past games. So lumabas sa games na yun, lumabas sa game na yun. So happy ako.
Cansino finished with 17 points to lead Meralco's local scorers as the Bolts evened the best-of-7 series at 2 games apiece. With the series now down to a best-of-3, Meralco heads into Game 5 with fresh confidence, looking to build on the momentum of a huge semifinal response. Filipina tennis star Alex Eala has added another milestone to her breakout season after being named to the Forbes Asia 30 Under 30 list for 2026. The recognition comes after a huge year for Eala, who climbed to a career-high WTA ranking of world number 29 and continued her rise on the international stage. Among her biggest highlights were strong showings in Miami, a runner-up finish in Eastbourne, and her first-ever main draw singles win in a Grand Slam at the U.S. Open. Eala also made history for the Philippines after winning the women's singles gold medal at the Southeast Asian Games, ending the country's long wait for a tennis gold in the event. The 20-year-old now joins this year's Forbes Asia 30 Under 30 class, a list that recognizes young achievers across the region making an impact in their fields. Even after her recent French Open campaign, Eala continues to build momentum with yet another international honor added to her growing career. Top prospect Alyssa Solomon still made her presence felt at the 2-day PVL Rookie Draft Combine, even with questions surrounding her availability for the upcoming season. The former National University star and Japan-based opposite spiker attended Thursday's Combine, where she remains the heavy favorite to be selected number 1 overall in the 2026 PVL Rookie Draft. However, Solomon admitted that her future in the local league is still uncertain as she continues to weigh possible opportunities abroad following her stint with Osaka Marvelous in Japan's SV League. Despite the uncertainty, PVL teams including lottery winner Galleries Tower are closely monitoring her status, hoping the 6'1" standout will eventually suit up in the professional ranks. The PVL Rookie Draft is set next month. Gilas Pilipinas big man Kai Soto is now officially married. Soto and actress Rere Madrid have tied the knot in a private ceremony attended by close family members and friends. Madrid announced the news through social media, sharing moments from the wedding and calling it a day that still feels unreal for the couple. In her post, she also opened up about the challenges they face together, saying their trust in each other and the support of their families helped strengthen their relationship. The couple also thanked their parents and siblings for being part of their journey, adding that seeing both families come together made the moment even more special. The 24-year-old Soto recently wrapped up his run with the Koshigaya Alphas in Japan and now begins a new chapter of the court with Rere Madrid as Mr. and Mrs. Soto. Congratulations. Saul Canelo Alvarez could be headed for another major title unification fight, provided he gets past Christian Mbilli this September. The Mexican superstar is reportedly targeting a clash with another super middleweight champion as he tries to reclaim his spot at the top of the 168-pound division. Canelo is set to face unbeaten WBC title holder Christian Mbilli in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia on September 12, his first fight since losing to Terence Crawford last year. A win over Mbilli would put Canelo back in position for a possible unification bout against Hamza Shiraz, who currently holds the WBO super middleweight title. The National Capital Region will once again take center stage in Philippine grassroots sports as Quezon City has been officially selected to host the 2027 Palarong Pambansa, the country's biggest multi-sport event for student athletes. The announcement was made by Palarong Pambansa Secretary General Malcolm Garma during a press conference in Agusan del Sur. Garma said the Quezon City government has already been informed about its hosting duties for the country's premier grassroots sports competition. He also confirmed that representatives from Quezon City are expected to attend the turnover of the Palarong Pambansa banner during this year's closing ceremonies. The 2027 edition will mark the return of the Games to Metro Manila for the first time since Marikina hosted the event in 2023. The Palarong Pambansa brings together thousands of student athletes nationwide and serves as a key stage for discovering future Filipino sports stars. Filipino-American rookie Jared McCain could once again play a major role as the Oklahoma City Thunder look to close out the San Antonio Spurs in Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. McCain has emerged as one of Oklahoma City's biggest contributors in the series, especially with Jalen Williams and A.J. Mitchell dealing with injuries. The 22-year-old scored 20 points in his first career playoff start in Game 5, helping the Thunder take a 3-2 series lead and move one win away from the NBA Finals. Teammates have also praised McCain's confidence and energy, with his impact growing on both ends of the floor during the postseason. Meanwhile, San Antonio enters Friday's match facing elimination for the first time this postseason. The Spurs will again look to Victor Wembanyama and De'Aaron Fox to help force a winner-take-all Game 7. Oklahoma City holds the momentum heading into Game 6 in San Antonio, but the Spurs will have home court as they try to extend their season and keep their finals hopes alive. Coming up next, two of the most exciting stars in the Pinoy Liga Collegiate Cup take center stage. UST's Collins Acoe and EAC's EJ Castillo joining Pinoy Liga founder and CEO Benny Benitez as we talk about the growing rivalries, breakout performances, and what's next in the collegiate scene. All that and more when we return right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. Tonight, we shine the spotlight on the rising stars of the Pinoy Liga Collegiate Cup, a tournament that continues to showcase the next generation of Philippine basketball talent. Joining us today are two standout players who have been making noise in the collegiate ranks. We've got UST big man and UAAP Rookie of the Year, Collins Acoe from the UST Growling Tigers. And of course, Kobe ng Imus, Emilio Aguinaldo College standout EJ Castillo, alongside the man behind the growth of the league, the founder and CEO of Pinoy Liga, Mr. Benny Benitez. Guys, thank you so much for joining me here on the show. It's a huge honor to have you.
You know, Anton, it's always a blessing whenever you guys, invite us to be here. So thank you very much once again.
All right, sir. Congratulations to you as well. Latest season of the Pinoy Liga already underway. Could you tell us about that?
This is the biggest in terms of the number of teams that we're going to have, Ton. In fact, this might probably be the biggest in the Philippines this year. 24 teams.
Wow.
And the one thing that we really want and the vision of Pinoy Liga Cup is to have a US NCAA format here in the Philippines. And it started 5 years ago, and here we are, year 5. We now have 24 teams divided into 4 conferences, North, East, South, and West.
And I was looking at the conferences earlier. EAC and UST are in the same conference.
Yep. They're bracketed in the West Conference. If you know how the ACC works in the States, there's Georgia Tech, Duke, North Carolina. There's also the West Conference where the EAC Generals, they're bracketed with the UST Growling Tigers, the Benilde Blazers, the Adamson Soaring Falcons, and just recently the JRU Heavy Bombers. So that's the group of death.
Very exciting. I would very much like to watch or maybe even cover the game between EAC and UST. That I'm putting an idea in your mind right now. All right, I'll go here to Mr. EJ Castillo, who gained popularity as Kobe of Imus. EJ, congratulations on the first season in the NCAA. Always a pleasure covering your games. Ano yung latest update sa'yo with the EAC Generals?
Ngayon po, puro pre-season po kami ngayon. Malaking tulong po yung Pinoy Liga kasi para ma-expose po kami at ma-test po ng coach kung sino talaga yung uubra sa mother leagues namin.
Okay. Kanina natawa si Collins. You were laughing when I introduced you as a Kobe ng Imos. Could you tell us the story of how that nickname came to be? Kasi doon ka talaga sumikat. Kahit 10 minutes ka lang naglalaro in some games in the NCAA, lahat ng mga highlights mo nagva-viral. When did you first hear the Kobe ng Imos?
Siguro po yung nung high school po kasi ako, yung jersey number ko, number 23.
Okay.
Nung first season ko sa high school. Tapos nung second season ko po, nagpalit po ako ng number. Nag-24 po ako.
Okay.
Kasi pinapanood ko rin po talaga si Kobe. Idol ko po talaga siya.
Yeah, and the moves. I mean, every time he gets the ball in the post, his footwork is really Kobe-esque, and the fadeaway as well.
That's true.
Now, I go to the big man here, Collins Akoe, who, like EJ, was also making waves in the high school ranks before dominating the UAAP and becoming Rookie of the Year. Collins, how would you assess your first season under the legendary Coach Pido Harencio?
I would say it was a test for me, mentally, physically also, and, it was a process for me to grow. Being under a coach like Coach Pido, a well-known coach, in terms of basketball in the Philippines. He also helped me develop my game, in and outside of basketball. So yeah, it's a big privilege for me.
So your first season in the UAAP, in the collegiate ranks, UAAP season 88, you won Rookie of the Year, you averaged more than 16 points, more than 14 rebounds, and more than a block per game. What was the biggest lesson that you got from Coach Pido? Like, do you have any Coach Pido stories? Was it tough for you in your first day in practice with UST?
First day in practice, I would say it was tough for me because, it's a new system. And we all know UST kind of system is like a fast-paced basketball whereby you run back and forth and all of that. I was new to that. So I was just running, I gassed out. Everybody, Coach Pido was like, hey, Collins, relax, just take it easy. Like, you're not going to finish everything in one day. Just, take it gradually, day by day. So, yeah, that's how, I blend into the system.
It sounds like Coach Pido has mellowed down because I've heard a lot more scary stories about Coach Pido. Was there ever a time that he got on you because maybe you made a mistake or something?
No, the thing is, if you're not close to him, you get to say a lot of stuff. But if you're close to Coach Pido, it's like a fatherly figure in our lives, whereby it makes sure each players we're okay. But those outside, they don't know that because, you see his reaction online. Yeah. Everybody be screaming and all of that. He's just trying to protect us. But yeah, he hasn't yelled at me at all. But he just, let me know my mistakes, and I tend to work on that also.
And he still has the mantra of Puso Pride Palaban, as I saw on your shirt right there. Sir Benny, going back to you, you said this is the biggest season of Pinoy Liga. Why is it important to have schools outside of the NCAA and the UAAP participate in the league?
You know what, Ton? Because college basketball shouldn't be about specific leagues. It should be an ecosystem. What we're shining a light on are the 19th to 40th ranked schools. Because you're talking about the UAAP and the NCAA, the first 18. But in order for college basketball to grow, there should be a recognition of the 19th rank and the 40th rank. We need for them to improve so that they could push forward, they could push up the level of competition. Because if you try to put in a lot of weight into the top 18, then they're going to be the ones that's going to be continually improving. But the ones outside, in terms of confidence also, you have to have them improve as well. Like, if they go and play, let's say, a San Pablo College or a New Era College, they play a UST, and they will tell before the game that, this is a 50-50. This is not like, okay, I think we're going up against a big school. I think we have a 70% chance of losing. This should be a 50-50. That's the goal.
So to bridge the gap between the schools outside of the NCAA and the UAAP with that level of competition.
Yes, that's the plan. And in the next 5 more years of the Pinoy Liga Cup, the goal is for us to go to around 60 teams across the Philippines. They under the ecosystem, having the type of competition that they have, having the type of broadcast that they have, having the type of digital equity that they should have. And that's the reason why, the bigger schools, they get a piece of the pie, a bigger piece of the pie, because of the digital equity that they have. We need to bring that digital equity to the number 19 to the 40th ranked schools.
So now, with the NCAA and the UAAP, I guess isa sa mga exciting moments dito is yung opportunity na makalaban. Like, for example, EJ plays in the NCAA with EAC. Now he has an opportunity to play against a UST in the UAAP. EJ, sino yung mga players na napapanood mo sa UAAP na gusto mo makalaban, or players that you look up to na naisip mo na paano kaya kung magkaharap kami sa basketball court?
Si Jacob Cortez.
Jacob
Idol.
Cortez. Okay. So, why was your reaction like that, Collins? What was it like playing against Jacob Cortez in the
No,
UAP?
the game is kind of similar, so it makes more sense.
Shifty.
The slow pace and all of that.
Okay. Sino pa, EJ? Like kasi point guard yun eh. Minsan ba nagpo-point guard ka na ngayon sa EAC?
Minsan po, pag ni Coach Gerson.
Okay, so nag-expand na rin yung role mo.
Yes po.
Okay, aside from Jacob, who else do you look forward to playing against in the Pinoy Liga Cup? Lalo
Pinoy
na sa
Liga Cup.
lalo na sa conference nyo sa West, 'di ba? Puro
Sino
UAP
po ba?
at
Si
NC.
Benilde, si Adamson, si JRU, sila Collins.
Si Kuya Lawrence Mahubat.
Uy.
The shooter.
Yeah, magkakaharap ulit kasi JRU na from Mapua
True.
before. What about you, Collins? What are you looking forward to the most in the Pinoy Liga Cup? Are there any particular players that you're looking forward to going up against?
I've played against almost all the imports, so
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to the opportunity to be able to showcase what we got as a team, not individual talents. So, like I said, I appreciate him for the opportunity, so I'm just looking forward to the opportunity.
Yeah. Collins, what year did you first arrive in the Philippines from Nigeria?
2022.
2022. So you've been here for about 4 years.
3 years.
Three, 4 years. Okay. We have a lot of foreign student athletes, of course, who come here in the Philippines. I think Pipo Nondu, he's a coach now. He used to play in FU. I saw in one of the Pinoy Liga videos. So long-term, Collins, are you already looking forward, like after basketball? Obviously, you have a long basketball career ahead of you. But like outside of basketball, what are your interests?
Currently, I feel like I just play 2K most times because that's where I tend to look for my peace because I don't really socialize that much. So after basketball, I just play 2K, get some rest, play with my dog, and also I'm looking forward to actually learn stock exchange.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to because I've had the mindset of going into trading.
Okay.
Since high school, since I've been getting just a little bit of cash. I don't want to put it in the bank. I want the money to grow. So I'm looking forward to learn probably stock exchange and stuff.
Interesting. What course are you taking up in UST?
IT.
IT. EJ, ikaw, anong course yung tinitake up mo sa EAC?
Ano po ako ngayon? Marketing.
Okay. Kung hindi basketball or after basketball, like Collins, ano ba yung mga hilig mo? What do you see yourself doing?
Siguro rapper.
Seryoso? Wala ka, may mga bars ka ba dyan? Baka meron. Samplean mo naman kami. Collins like that one.
Beat.
Rapper. So may interest ka sa music?
Siguro po.
Alright. So maybe that's the next viral video for EJ Castillo. Abangan nyo na lang sa TikTok. Lastly, Benny, going back to you, kindly invite everybody. Where can they get information about the Pinoy Liga Cup?
Mga kaliga, it's an opportunity for the Pinoy Liga Cup to expand starting this 31st. Andyan po tayo. Nandun po tayo sa Enderan Colleges. Every Saturdays and Sundays, we will be having the games, and some of the games, Ton, will be brought to the provinces from time to time because we want to have them experience as well the Pinoy Liga Cup brand of play, and for our friends from the provinces to see, of course, the talents from Manila. It's gonna run from May all the way till September before the guys go inside their mother leagues. This is the good thing about what we're gonna do, Ton, because apart from the Collegiate Cup, there's also the Big Dance, which is the equivalent of the NCAA March Madness, where the 24 teams of the Collegiate Cup, they will be ranked 1 to 24. And then we will be looking for 8 wildcard schools so that we could complete 32 teams and they will go head-to-head. 1 versus 32, 31 versus 2, and so on and so forth until we get that the Big Dance champion. So it's 2 tournaments in 1.
Awesome. Big things ahead, and exciting times for Pinoy Liga Cup. Sir Benny, thank you so much again for the time. EJ, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining me here on the show. And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow on The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This is Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.